All right, and we're rolling for
And
real.
we're rolling. This time for real. All right, guys. Another quick update here. Show you where we're at. We got some work done. We did a lot of demo, in previous videos. So we kind of went through, talked about the layout of the house, and now we're kind of putting stuff back together in its final form. So we'll go in, get out of this heat. But just a quick note on the heat. We repainted this door, replaced the door, and repainted it this blue. Did the same with the transom. You can't really paint in this kind of heat because the paint doesn't adhere to the wood as well as it should. It just doesn't have enough time to cure before that wood inevitably gets as hot as it does with the sun beating on it and not allowing the paint to fully adhere to the wood. So we got some bubbly spots on the door. Not a big deal. We'll end up kind of fixing those and repainting in cooler weather. Actually, I think I've had the door open now, so it's cooled off a little bit. I'm trying to find some bubbly.
Looking.
Yeah, well, it's just not moving as much now. But again, we'll end up fixing that. I knew it before we painted, and
we did it anyways.
We wanted to get it painted, and it's fine. It's actually could have been a lot worse, so we'll end up fixing that. But we wanted to get the door and the transom in because you can see how much natural light now comes into this entryway. It just kind of makes this feel a lot better. I mean, before when you walked in, it was just a dark room.
It's a cave.
Yeah, a dark cave and stuff like that. So we'll end up fixing this room up, painting it, cleaning it, redoing the floors. We got the termite damaged floors over here that I'm going to take up this week because we've also got electrical work going on this week. So we're going to take this up. So we have better access to this, and then we had to replace it anyway, so it kind of worked out for every all the situation. But that way we don't have to get up underneath the house. We can just access electrical kind of directly from here and further into the house. But we'll come on in. I keep trying to shut the door for you, but you're gonna shut the door. So.
And just a side note, this is at this point in the skills when we realized that I was not recording previously.
Yeah, but you are now.
So I am now, so we had to start over.
So, so come on in. If you'll notice, I don't know if you can tell from the video, we're talking about taking this post out that was right here, gaining about 12 inches of space. We did that, and I'll show you what I had to do to make that happen. But we took that out, so when you walk in, you're not, running into this post here. It's nice and open, directs you kind of straight out into the living room area, which we started doing a bunch of work to. But if you come around and you look up top here, this post right here actually lands directly on a floor joist, which is sitting on top of a big foundational wall that runs about 2/3 the length of the house right here. This is kind of the middle support for our ceiling and floor joist, which span the full width of the house. So this is just kind of like an intermittent support, so the weight of everything doesn't really allow it to bow. So we've got this post sitting right on top of a floor joist, which runs all the way up through these headers. That top header was already there from a previous remodel, so I just added one underneath it. It's not the most ideal thing to do, but it works the same, and it's a lot less work for me. And there's a lot of structural kind of stuff in here, so there's not a whole lot of weight going on in here, again, because those joists run the full length of the house. So we've got that running all the way through, which and then lands right underneath a ceiling joist for us, floor joist for them upstairs. So that's cool. So we gained a lot of space here. We were talking about the room that we were going to do here. That's going to be kind of an office / guest room with the French doors. We found these French doors at a Restore. I think it was $150 for both of them. For
Habitat for Humanity Restores are amazing. There is so much cool stuff that you can find.
We have, and we will continue to save a lot of money on these cool finds. We've got a couple of toilets that we're going to get from them. We've gotten some doors from them.
We've gotten windows at a really good price.
Gotten windows, yeah. I mean, we've got windows that are easily $400 or $500 windows a piece. We got for $75 that day because they were doing a sale.
Yeah.
So awesome windows, stuff like that. Awesome doors, apparently. As you can see, So we got this wall up, we got the doors up, just kind of mocked up to kind of show what it's going to be. We'll let a lot of that natural light in from the front since we are closing it off to give us that extra room. The doors, the big windows on the doors help with that. So yeah, we got that. You know, this wall is fully gone. I think there's a video of us taking that down. What were you pointing at?
I was gonna say, hopefully we'll be able to at some point put in another window
Over here.
right there where that is, because currently we just have the one in the living room, which is why the French doors were so important to us, so that we could keep the light from those windows. But if we didn't build a wall, we wouldn't have a second room, and it would be gigantic in here. So
Yeah, it would be really big. So, I mean, if we were to turn this into a single family home, you know, we'd potentially get rid of this wall, and this would be just kind of a big dining, you know, maybe do like kind of a case opening for a little separation, but this would be kind of your dining and living area. But because we have 2 units here, we really wanted to keep a second room for a bedroom or an office or any number of things. And again, yes, this is still a huge living room here. So you can see Robin's got the chimney exposed, so she's gonna end up cleaning that up and kind of taking some of this old brick and mortar out. A lot of these things that are kind of chipped up, and you know, obviously this area here, kind of removing these things, cleaning them up, and then adding some brick back into there to kind of create, you know, this single plane, you know, exposed brick feature wall and all that. This was a furnace, so it wasn't like a fireplace that we could kind of try and gain. So we're not going to do that. Obviously, I don't think we would do that at a rental anyways. That big closet that was here in the original bedroom, you know, there was that wall there. This would be a carpeted bedroom when we first got it. This was a closet for that bedroom with the door right here, and it was, I think it was about this size, right?
it was a nice size, yeah.
It was a huge closet. I took out the wall that was here, built this wall to kind of cover up the corner of the chimney there, so there's no gap between the wall and the chimney. We're actually going to, these walls are not in plane because of where this wall, you know, originally landed, and versus with me wanting to close up the corner of this. It's about 2 inches off. It didn't look good, so we played with the idea of getting rid of the corner and kind of doing this kind of flat,
Just a diagonal
you know,
corner.
yeah, diagonal part of the wall to get rid of this harsh corner that was here that didn't line up. So we're playing with the idea of that. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to move this 2 inches back and have maybe a 1 inch gap between the chimney and the wall, and that should be, it should look better. It'll definitely look better being a plane. I think it'll look fine with we're just gonna kind of sheetrock and mud the end of that corner and not go so deep into it, so there's no way for like dirt and dust to get trapped back there. It'll just kind of set back a little bit. It should look pretty good, and if it's still kind of a harsh corner here, maybe we'll do just a smaller version of this. But we'll see, that's an idea that we're playing with. You can see I started taking up some of this flooring to get it prepared for both electrical and putting the old tongue and groove flooring back down that I salvaged from the kitchen and other job sites. But I wanted to kind of show this because we talked about, whether it's in person or online, we've talked about, or in video, I mean, just kind of repairs that have been done to this property over the years that we've noticed, and how we've been very fortunate with the repairs that were done because they were done correctly. And I think a lot of this may have been kind of in the 90s, they did a big remodel here. But this is a lot of stuff we're seeing is you know, I know on this side of the house, in the bathroom, and then in the back left corner in the kitchen, there's like the rim joist and the sill plate of the house have all been replaced, whether they were rotted from water or termites, you know, whatever. They've been replaced, and a lot of these joists have been sistered on with, you know, these matching material to give it the structure and support that it needed. And these repairs are, you know, what needs to be done and it's just fortunate to see that it's been done and it's been done correctly. And that's been the thing throughout this whole house. I mean, the crap that we've had to deal with is just kind of your typical, instead of somebody taking up the flooring to put the flooring down, they just keep piling it on, and kind of the same with sheetrock, you know, they build walls on top of walls and stuff like that. It's just kind of aggravating for
Just a lot of demo.
Yeah, it's a lot of demo, and you get in a lot of these aggravating situations. But as far as the actual repairs that have been done to the house, they've been done well. So we're very fortunate with that. We have our own repairs to do outside. That's a whole other project. We're focused on the inside so we can get moved in, and then I've got to do a lot of work out there. So yeah, we got this up, built this wall out to be in plane here, like I was talking about. It's kind of a simple thing that, you know, just kind of adds to the professionalism and just kind of the feel of it. Instead of having this wall step back, you don't have all these different corners and stuff like that. They all kind of blend together on the same plane. We got a video that I just did of the pocket door here. It's a time-lapse video of me installing the framing for this and whatnot. So we've got this in. The door will end up coming out again. Just kind of got that in here to show for the video. But this is the half bathroom. So we're gonna. We got the ceiling coming down. I've still got to finish that. We've got it coming down to come and plane with this. We may or may not do a transom there. It's kind of a small space.
It'd be tiny.
It'll be a tiny little, you know, it'll be nice, you know,
Cute,
that extra kind of light.
cute detail.
Yeah, cute little detail. So we might end up doing that. But those are just little details that we can kind of hammer out when that time comes. They're not as important now. I needed to get a lot of this stuff up, a lot of these walls up so we can handle electrical both in here, everywhere else, and then in here the plumbing. So I have these walls up so the plumbers can, when they do their roughing, they know where center is. If I'm not here to kind of put that out. We've got under the stairs here, you know, obviously we've got that cool door that we're gonna keep as a feature. If you want to switch sides with me, you can kind of see all that.
So I'm gonna take that plaster out.
Yeah, all this plaster's got to come out. This beadboard's going to come out. I think we're going to do kind of a little nook here, maybe with a flip top bench for some extra storage. Maybe do some hooks in here for coats and hats and scarves and stuff like that. And I think we're going to put a sconce in here. It'll be against this wall, but it'll kind of be the effect that this hanging light is doing right now. Just a cute little detail. There, you know, it'll be a sconce right here. And then under here, we've talked about either cubbies or, you know, pull out drawers for storage. You know, we'll kind of figure that out when that time comes. Yeah, so we're loading that up, paint. I've got some of the electrical pulled out right now, so we don't have the lights on. We may add another light right here. One of the recessed ones, I've replaced all of those already. So we may end up putting one here. Kind of light, you know, give the hallway some good light. Yeah, so we got that.
You want to talk about this being a closet or a?
Yeah. So I mean, this is a giant closet.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's big. We're gonna use it for a closet space. We have a lot of crafts and hobbies that
Means a lot of stuff.
it means a lot of stuff. It takes up a lot of space, things like that. Brewing, sewing, just so much different things. So many different things. Coat closet, linen closet, game closet.
All in one closet.
All in one. So big old closet. But we are going to advertise this when we do eventually rent this out as small storage or small studio office kind of space. It's a really good size. We've got the doors in here that we salvaged from the job site that are actually going to get, from the house, that are going to get reused here in the house. So with those gone, you can see even more how big of a space that is that you can use for office, studio, whatever, little art room, if that's what you do, if you paint or anything.
Got that high ceiling, so.
Yeah, so it's a great space. I mean, it's huge. Like, there's a lot of room for activities in here.
Very versatile space.
but we're gonna use it for storage because we have a lot of crap. Let's see, bathroom. Robin is at the beginning stages of getting this demoed and prepped and ready to get freshened up and redone.
To-do list.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
to-do
to-do list. A lot of paint, a lot of sanding, a lot of sheetrock, repairs here. Not a lot, but some. She's gonna re-enamel the tub. Get a, you know.
It needs some help.
Yeah. I guess I'm replacing this door with a new 6-panel door. I wrote that on
alright.
it. So
If the door says it, it
yes,
must
it
be
is.
true.
So got that. As we walk through, obviously we've said it plenty of times. Floors are getting redone. Closet going here. It's gonna start about here, so the door opens all the way. It's gonna come here. Bifold doors. You know,
We'll figure it out.
whatever.
We're in talks about that closet still.
We're in talks.
In talks.
Laundry room done.
Full of crap.
Utility room looks like it now.
Yep.
I'd say it's done. There's some work that needs to get done, but
It's done-ish.
It's
It's
more
the
or less
most
done.
done room in the whole house, so.
yeah. We're gonna do. I've got one of the doors that we salvaged from the demo, and I say demo. Honestly, a lot of what I do in this line of work and what we're doing with this house is a combination of demolition and deconstruction, because a lot of times we salvage these things and we reuse them because a lot of times they're in great condition and they're good or they're true to the house. So we, you know, it's pretty cool that we get to do that. Save ourselves some money, save our clients money if we're working on a client's home, and you know, keep a lot of the history of the house. This is gonna be one of the doors that we salvage. It's just gonna be kind of a sliding door. We're gonna try and make it the least amount of barn door looking we can, because it's not really our style, but it makes the most sense to have a sliding door here for the space that it is. So
you don't have a door swinging out into the hallway.
yeah, swinging out into the hallway. It originally, when we got it, it swung into the laundry room here, which is not a big deal, but that's just a lot of wasted space with the door swinging that we could use for like laundry material and supplies, you know, kind of on the wall on some small shelves or something like that. So having that sliding is just a huge bonus for that. But again, it's not really our aesthetic, so we're gonna try and make it look as not Barney as we can. Just to each their own. That's our own. So we got the pantry going here. It's gonna be about a 3.5 foot pantry coming out about 12 inches, which is where these cabinets are right now. So it's gonna go up and just kind of stop in the same line as the ceiling there, and it'll have sliding doors here as well, like the closet for just, you know, kitchen stuff, supplies, food, whatever. You got your nook over here, your little dining nook. You know, and obviously the cabinets and stuff over here. Windows again are getting replaced eventually.
Kitchen's probably gonna be last, so really nothing has changed in here.
Yeah, and the great thing about this kitchen is that you have this like natural trampoline, so it's really soft on your feet. So you're not gonna have a lot of fatigue while you're working in the kitchen. We're
With all that kitchen work you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. So no, we're gonna obviously fix the floors and do whatever. You know, this new innovative design of a kitchen.
Floating sink.
Floating sink, yeah. So that floating sink's gonna go over there, and then actually have a cabinet underneath it. So
it'll
it's kind
be
of a unique floating sink.
a floating sink that does not really float.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
kinda,
kind of
yeah.
rests.
Yeah, we're edgy over
A
here.
sinking sink, if you will.
So, whole house getting painted, floors getting redone.
Yeah, mostly it's the front area that's been making progress, which is cool. But look at those French doors. Look at those French doors.
Looking at doors like there are cats.
Yeah, be cute.
Ooh, it's a 20-minute video.
All right. Well, is it over?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.